go on the road. So, what are you here for? A little network action, or are you staying home tonight? Home sounds good. How many people are playing? Okay, player 1, how about typing in your name? Great, got it. Okay, how about a name for you, player 2? Nicely done, let's move on. Finally, player 3, give it to me. Super, we got it. So, do any of my 3 blind mice need me to show the way with some instruction? I didn't think you needed instructions, they make me ask. Just like they make me say, have fun.
Player 1, choose your alter ego. Player 2, choose your alter ego. Player 3, choose your alter ego.
Where high culture and pop culture collide.
So, I just flew in from the Poconos, and boy, is this joke tired. That's right, it's our stand-up episode. So, sit down, shut up, and order your 2-drink minimum. Okay, welcome to You Don't Know Jack. What do you say we find out how close you 3 really are? Okay, screws all around. I'm easy. Alright, let's do it! Okay, you want a value for the next question? Just buzz in. Let's see what the total amount on this one is. $5 grand. This one's called Roadkill equals comedy. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. Why did the chicken cross the Silk Road? To trade goods with the West, to get to the royal palace, to avoid marauding tribes, or to attack neighboring countries. Take a shot, player 2. To get to the royal palace. I don't understand that. That's not funny. Player 1, player 3, grab it! It's all you, player 3. To trade goods with the West. Get it? Oh man, that one gets me every time. You know, it's almost as good as the one about the 3 Mongolian nomadic tribesmen who walk into a bar. Ow. Buzz in for your amount. And here's what you're working with. $62.50. Quick, hand me the insecticide. It's time to bug out. And remember, simply buzz in to kill those bugs that don't belong to the set. We're going to be looking at a final round value of $62.50. I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. Okay, let's go. Members of the Three Stooges, buzz in when you see one that's not. Words that mean laugh. People have hosted the Academy Awards. Martin movies. Birds that can actually fly. Members of Monty Python. Things you say to a bad comedian.
You suck! You're a loser! You're killing me! Woo!
Player 1, you did so much better than those other two. Come with me, won't you? Pick any amount. The amount on this question is $5,500. Shake hands with This Must Be a Comedy Club if you call that a martini. All right, tuck it in. We're moving. After the 2-drink minimum at Crazy Biff's Laugh Palace, about how long will you laugh at bad comedians before the drinks are out of your system? 30 minutes to 1 hour, 2 to 2.5 hours, 4 to 4.5 hours, or over 6 hours. Player 2, go! Of course, it varies according to your weight, but for the average adult, a 12-ounce beer or your standard mixed drink will wear off in about an hour.
And this whole 2-drink minimum thing. I mean, what's up with that? Folks, this is the A material, okay?
Pick a value. Okay, well, this question is worth exactly $47.50. Your category's gonna be boom! Oh yeah! All right, give me your best shot. If a comedian tells a lot of bad jokes about nuclear fusion, how will his material bomb? Like a mortar bomb, like an atomic bomb, like a hydrogen bomb, or like a napalm bomb? It's all yours, player 1. You've been a great audience. Now give it up for a hydrogen bomb.
Stop it! Please stop it! You're killing me!
Pick a value. Yeah, now this could certainly help out. $8,750. This one's called Make Fun of Ladies' Night. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. If Henny Youngman had a secondary wife with few legal rights, what might he have said? Take my concubine, please. Take my midwife, please. Take my baroness, please. Or take my cuckold, please. Player 3, have at it. Women, you can't sleep with just one, but you can't give them all legal rights. And I mean, really, come on, you take a concubine to a shopping mall? Huh, forget about it. I see where he's coming from. Grab that value. Okay, now we got a game. $82.50. For your enjoyment, war is hell. But funny hell. Eyes forward, we're going. An Italian, a German, and a Japanese guy walk into a bar. What's the punchline? So the owner says, Central Powers. So the bartender says, Axis Powers. So the waitress says, Yalta Conference. Or, so the bouncer says, Allied Forces. Player 1! I don't know, this whole World War II thing, I mean, what's up with that? Sadly, World War II wasn't nearly as funny as World War I. Kinda like Caddyshack. Grab a value. Here's what you can win on this one. $4,000. The category? I'll be bombing all week. Flex those fingers, here it comes. If a struggling comic in the Poconos wants to be ultra-specific when he suggests that the audience try the veal, what should he say? Try the premature fetal cow. Try the week-old girl beef. Try the 8-week-old boy calf. Or try the year-old neuter bull. Player 3, do it! You are on fire. Female calves become milk cows. When their unfortunate brothers are between 1 and 3 months old, they're served with a Marsala wine sauce. How about a value? The value of this question comes to $6,000. Well, if it isn't my old friend, Lessons in Comedy.
And now, as part of our continuing program of community service, You Don't Know Jack presents Lessons in Comedy. Unit 5, Observation Humor. Step 1, make an observation.
Hey, have you ever noticed that little wavy line thing in web addresses and Spanish names?
Step 2, ask a question ending with anyway.
What the heck is that thing anyway?
Step 3, use funny words.
Is it a tilde, a tuple, a doodle, or a wang? Player 1! That little wavy mark in the word mañana and in a couple of web addresses out there is called a tilde.
And now a preview of next week's lesson, Shocked Comedy.
Now, could somebody tell me what the is a tilde? I mean, who the thought that up? Take a value. Let's see what this one's worth to you. $5,500. Hey, bless smut with dime store.
It's time for
Remember, you're going to get more cash if you can solve it quickly. We're going to start this question out at $5,500. Okay, take a listen and tell me what this rhymes with. Quiz fat. Duh. Player 3, show me some magic. Type in that answer and hit return. You know, I really don't know which would upset me more, if it were a banana in your pocket or if it weren't. Okay, the banana would upset me more. Get a value! Let's see the amount on this one. $2,500. Allow me to introduce Vinylarious. Okay, so this is the stand-up comedy episode, so I figured I'd play something from one of my favorite old comedy albums. You ready? Take a listen.
Oh my God. Guys, does this ever happen to you? You're running the country of Argentina, and your movie star wife is doing charitable work for the people. What's up with that, huh? Thank you, gracias. I'll be here all week.
So, can you tell me who this very funny comedian is? Juan Perón, Augusto Pinochet, Ernesto Sabato, or Che Guevara? Player 3, have at it! I grew up listening to the comedy stylings of Juan Perón. Hey, if you think that's funny, you ought to hear his routine about hijacking an Argentinian Airlines and losing his luggage. Too much. Buzz in for the amount. Let's see how much you can win this time. $5,750. Well, look what I found. It's funnier with vodka. Okay, let's go. Yakov Smirnoff just flew into New York from Moscow, and boy, how tired are his arms. A little tired, it's about 1,800 miles. Kinda tired, it's about 2,400 miles. Really tired, it's about 4,600 miles. Or unbelievably tired, it's about 6,200 miles. Player 3, do it!
What do you think he do? Circle America 5 times? You crazy.
Player 1, Player 1, do it!
What an answer. I love this answer.
Yakov Smirnoff, the only Russian for whom the decline of the Soviet Union meant less chance at capitalist success. Buzz in for the value. You got yourself one extra large value this time. $82.50. May I introduce? All you need is a funny hat. Okay, I want you to take a look at this stuff here and see if you can complete the analogy, alright? Father Guido Sarducci is to actor Don Novello as Pope John Paul II is to Bela Karolyi, Krzysztof Mikolowski, Kazimir Pulaski, or Karol Wojtyla. Take a shot, player 2. Father Guido Sarducci is one of comedian Don Novello's alter egos, and somewhere under that funny Pope hat, Pope John Paul II is Poland's own Karol Wojtyla. I'll tell you, that Pope, he cracks me up. Choose a value. Let's make this one worth 8,000. Up next. Ha 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 ha. Let's do it. If Roseanne laughs and the whole world laughs with her, in what 3 countries will she be getting the most laughs? China, Russia, and Brazil, China, the US, and Japan, China, Pakistan, and Russia, or China, India, and the US? Player 1! After China, India and the US rank numbers 2 and 3, respectively, in population. Which I guess is why we seem to have an endless supply of hysterical Chinese comedians. Go ahead and choose a value. The total for this question is 7,500. Hey, I know. How about when animals make a killing at the clubs? Now, don't you think it's true that jokes are always the funniest when they're about your biggest enemies? Which joke would most likely make a pack of laughing hyenas crack up? The one about the dumb anteater? The one about the dumb gazelle? The one about the dumb lion? Or the one about the dumb grizzly bear? Player 2, grab it! I am so tired of gazelle jokes. What about the Germans, huh? Can't we make fun of them anymore? Player 1, player 3, let's do something! Player 1, do it! Lions and hyenas are 2 of the most bitter rivals in the animal kingdom. Kind of like David Letterman and Richard Simmons, but with less gnashing of teeth. So then the lion says, I said, mount the horse. Picking him out. You might want to put on your breathing apparatus for this one. We're going down. All rise. The Jack Attack is now in session. Now, you know all about this. So let's get right to it. Here's your clue. Did you write that standing up? I hope you're sitting down. Thank you, thank you. I'm here till the end of this question. Hey, can somebody shove a couple of fresh AA batteries up Player 3's butt? What the hell happened out there? Player 1's got it. Player 1, you really wiped the floor with those other two, didn't you? Now, if you could just explain why you're hanging out with them in the first place, I might actually believe that... You don't know